All right, authentic answers. We need to speak about Chelsea FC, Chelsea Football Club. You know what? I'm a United fan, yeah, and they're not like direct rivals, but it's definitely still frustrating to see them just keep winning bare trophies. Like I've said it multiple times, like Chelsea in within the last 10 years have won basically everything. They've won Prem, they've won Champions League, they've won Europa League, they've won Conference League, and now the club FIFA World Cup. Like I know people have their opinions on how much money they spend and how much players they have, but at the end of the day, in terms of just like being a football club, listen, they've won it all. Do you know what I'm saying? And they are like the originators of being taken over. Like for me, I know Blackburn got taken over back in what 95 or whatever it was, but in terms of like having owners and pumping money into the club and buying trophies, like Chelsea is the perfect model for that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they got taken over what in 2004 and by what 2012. So in less than 10 years they've won like the Champions League and all of that stuff. Same thing like with City. When did City get taken over? 2011, 2010. And then they obviously won the Champions League, not what, 2022 was it? And then who else is there? PSG, they got taken over maybe what 2013. And obviously, yeah, so like everyone's success has come within like that 10-year period. Do you get what I'm saying? But Chelsea for me are definitely like the originators. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, yes, they spend a lot of money on players, but you see the players that they actually do buy, they usually have like something that they've rewarded the club with. Like they've given something to the fans. Like remember when they bought Torres from Liverpool for like 50 million? And again, correct me if I'm wrong, but did he score in the final or did he score in the semi-final to make them get to the final? When he did he not score against Barcelona? I'm sure it was Barcelona. Do you know what I'm saying? And then even if you fast forward, like when they bought Kai Havertz, and again, Kai Havertz for me, he was a baller at Leverkusen. The same way how people speak about Wirtz, like Kai Havertz was basically on that level when he was at Leverkusen. Wirtz was actually Kai Havertz's replacement once he went to Chelsea. Do you get what I'm saying? And as much as Kai Havertz wasn't a mad success for Chelsea, he's always going to be remembered as the guy that scored in a final and beat City. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is the thing, Chelsea constantly do this. Like, since 2004 until now, they've just been, whether they change managers, they get rid of players, they're always there or thereabouts. And like I said, they're not direct rivals to myself as a Man United fan, but in terms of like in London, I know Arsenal probably have more fans, probably a bit more popular worldwide, etc. But in terms of like putting on London, you gotta give respect to Chelsea because realistically, they're doing what everything that Arsenal really want to do. Do you get what I'm saying? Like even going back to like I said, Kai Havertz didn't work out for them, but they still managed to sell him on, and what they maybe lost out on maybe £8 million or whatever it might be. I don't think it was a big difference, but they got him off the books, and now he's Arsenal's highest earner. So imagine that a Chelsea reject is now their rival biggest earner. Like he's gone to Arsenal and now he's the top person. That's what Chelsea do. Do you know what I'm saying? They constantly do this. Same thing what they done with Mason Mount. Homegrown player, didn't really want him, very injury prone, still managed to get 60 million out of Man United. And now Man United have made Mason Mount one of their highest earners. Like so, Chelsea know that their model really needs to be studied. The way Chelsea constantly get players and manage to get rid of them, it's brilliant business. Whether it's Roman Abramovich or it's this Todd guy, they always manage to do good business. And I look at their team now and I say to myself, granted, I still feel like they need I feel like they need a certified centre back. I think over like a 38 game Premier League season, I think their defense just isn't going to be good enough. When you look at like Liverpool and Arsenal and City, I think their defense is just a bit more solid. Like they've got better players in that sense. But Chelsea's team is very exciting, and the way that they dealt with PSG, arguably the best team in the world right now, they literally destroyed them. They they didn't let them play, and I think the record that PSG had, beating all those teams, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Villa, Inter Milan, Atletico, like Chelsea's made a big statement by not only beating them but convincingly, and they did even get to score. So that in itself, like you have to take your hat off that for Chelsea for that. Again, I didn't think their manager was that great. I still have question marks over whether he can get them on the stage without they're challenging for the Prem. Of course, you can win cup games. Cup games are very easy. When you look at Chelsea's run in the Club World Cup, I think they said they only faced one team that was in the top 50. And obviously, yes, they beat PSG, but their run to the final, it was a little bit different. So now can Chelsea really do this over 38 games? I remember when there was a stage where they was around Christmas, and it was like, can they be in contention for the league? Their manager basically killed all their hopes and said like, no, we're not in it for that. So I think if they change their mentality for that, I think Chelsea definitely can be in contention of maybe possibly winning the Premier League. I look at their strikers, João Pedro and Liam Delap. I'm not going to speak about Jackson for now, but just them two, I think it's great competition, and that's what you need. You need players that are hungry and are going to be a bit frustrated when they don't play, and when they come on, then they're going to show, right, this is why I shouldn't be on the bench. Liam Delap looks he looks very, he just looks hungry. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he looks like he wants to play. João Pedro looks like he wants to play. I'm very impressed with Chelsea's midfield. We've got Enzo and Caicedo. Again, a lot of money, but they can't help how much they was bought for. But in terms of this ability, I think they're great midfielders and they've got a lot of energy. Do you know what I'm saying? That South American blend is working for them. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not too sure of the what's his name, Reece James in midfield, but it worked for them in the final. We have to see what happens going forward, because I feel Reece James is their best right back. I'm not the biggest fan of Gusto. Don't start saying that I'm a hater, but I think Reece James is better than Gusto at right back. Got to talk about Cucurella as well. Arguably maybe the best left back in the Prem. I think he's a solid, innit? He does what he needs to do. He goes forward. He defends well. Like, yeah, man. I know he didn't start off too well when he got there, but as of now, I think Cucurella is definitely a good player. Who else am I looking forward to with the Chelsea team? Even the young kid that they got from the Brazilian side, the winger, I forgot how to pronounce his name, but he looks exciting, man. Do you know what is? Chelsea have a lot of players that you can get excited for. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of potential in this Chelsea team. And then when you look at someone like Cole Palmer, like, how many goals has he managed to get in like the last couple finals that he's been in? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it clearly shows he's a big game player. I think he definitely needs to do a bit more for the following season. Do you get what I'm saying? But you know that the talent's there, and that's the thing. Like, they've got their star man, and they've got the people around that can do stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so Chelsea, it's gonna be interesting to see where they end up by the end of the season. Like, come May, are they in a title shot? Are they in the Champions League still? Like, there's a lot of things that it'll be interesting to see how they do, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Chelsea just, they know. Do you know what it is? I even look at like other clubs and definitely like say like United struggling to get rid of players, and Chelsea could just get rid of whoever they want. Like, look how much they got for Madueke. Like, they bought him for 30 odd million, and now they've managed to sell him for 50. That's good business. They're probably gonna get rid of Jackson. Good business. I hope United don't take him, but that's another story. But don't get twisted. Chelsea do have their ups and downs. Pardon me. Like, look at Kepa. They spent a lot of money on him. He's obviously only gone for £5 million, which again, it's a nice bargain for Arsenal. But yeah, man, Chelsea just, you have to give credit where credit's due in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Their manager, their owners, their players, the way that they only sign youngsters, and yeah, man, I like I said, I give credit where credit's due, and Chelsea are now World Club champions. They're gonna have the little badge on their shirt now, and it's so ironic, or not ironic. What's the word? That Chelsea actually won it, and they probably was a big controversial thing about should they even been in the competition in the first place, because obviously they won the Champions League in 2021. So it's like, should they have been in it? But yeah, it's interesting, man. It's interesting because apparently this is only every 4 years, so I don't understand that. But yeah, that's another conversation. Who else is there with Chelsea, man? Yeah, just have to pick them up. Biggest club in London, most successful club in London, and I think every club should really take a leaf out of their book, because they're doing what they need to do, and and even the money that they just earn from that competition, like Chelsea's gonna go and spend again, they are. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, man, what do you think? Is Chelsea the biggest club in London? Is Chelsea the biggest club in England? Like, who's won more than them? To know that every trophy available to Chelsea has now been won. That's good dominance, man. It's good dominance. Who will be leaving Chelsea? Will Chelsea buy more players? Yeah, man. I have to wait and see. Once the season starts, where Chelsea will be. Let me know your thoughts. Authentic answers. Peace.